Hello children. Now in part 2 of data handling, we are going to learn about how to make a bar graph and a double bar graph. I'm going to explain how to plot points on the graph. I had already explained to you what is a bar graph and what is a double bar graph. When we use a bar graph and when we use a double bar graph. When we have to plot two sets of information simultaneously on a single graph, we use double bar graph. And when an information about any height, like height of students or number of trees in a farm, or you can say marks scored by different students, then we will plot a bar graph. So let's begin with how to plot a bar graph. You are given, draw an appropriate graph to represent the given information. You won't be given that you have to draw a bar graph or a double bar graph or a histogram. This you should come to know from on the basis of the information given to you. Now, whenever you are given this information in the form of the names of the month or names of the students or years, and the numerical information is given of those months or students or years, then we represent in the form of a bar graph. About a single information is given to you. Now here, in which month how many watches are sold, it is given to you. So in the month of July, 1000, August 1500, September again 1500, October 2000, November 2500 and December 1500. Now children, which type of graph paper you are going to take? There are two types of graph paper available in the market. One is a graph paper in which one big square, this is a big square, in which 25 squares are there. 25 small squares are there. That means 5 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertically and 5 horizontally. There is another graph in which one big square is equal to 100 squares will be given. You will not buy that type of a graph paper. You will buy this type of a graph paper which I am showing you here. Now first of all, we will always draw two x's. One is x-axis and another is y-axis. Now we will take scale on the y-axis, because y-axis we will represent the numerical values and the names of the month will be represented on the x-axis. Now when you start representing, leave two squares, 1 and 2. I have left two squares and then I have written July. I have left 1 and 2, then I wrote July. Again I left 1 and 2, I wrote August. Then again 1 and 2 and I wrote September. 1 and 2, and in this one I wrote October. 1 and the 2, end of the second square you write November. 1 and 2, end of the second square you are writing December. So that leave uniform number of squares. End of the second square July. Again second square August. Again the second square September. Again the second square October. Is it clear? Because the width between the graphs should be the same. After that, plot on y-axis. Now you have to take the scale on y-axis. So we know that the maximum, see the minimum value and the maximum value. Minimum value is 1000 and maximum value is 2500. So I should get all that on my graph. So what I will take, as my one square is divided into 5 small squares on the y-axis, no? this one big square. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means I can take each small square as 100. So 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, that is 500. And this one big square is known as 1 centimeter. So I will take scale on y-axis as 1 centimeter is equal to 500 watches, so that it becomes easier for me to plot. So one small square 500. 2 small square 500 plus 500 1000, then 1500. Again you add 500, it becomes 2000, and again you add 500, it becomes 2500. So this writing of scale is very important. You will write down scale on y-axis as 1 centimeter is equal to 500 watches. Then you should also write down what you are representing on the x-axis. So I have written down here month, and number of watches sold I have written down here. Is it clear? So what all you have to remember? Y-axis, x-axis, because here I have written x-axis, and then number of watches sold, month, scale on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 500 watches, and then you write down the names of the month leaving 2 squares after the 0. Here you have to write 0 also. Here there is a printing mistake. 0 is not written. Here you will also write down 0, 0 or just 0. After that you leave 2 squares. End of the second square you write July. 2 squares, end of the second square you write August. So see that you write it properly. Is it clear? Now we start plotting. In month of July 1000. So what do? I take my scale and pencil and see where my cursor goes. Accordingly, I will start drawing a line till 1000. I will go till 1000. After that, I will draw a bar. I will go this side. That means left hand side. And again come back down. That is my plotting of month of July. Once again, in July 1000 watches are sold. So from July, that is this end of the second square, along the line, see where my cursor goes, you will draw with the pencil, then go and then come down. Use scale while drawing the bars. Okay, you can beautify them by coloring with different colors or by different designs, like you can draw lines and you can beautify it. Okay, now August. In August 1500. So I start from August, go till 1500. Again go this way, left hand side 1 square and come back down. Always go on the left hand side. Is it clear? Similarly, September. September also 1500. So I go along the line, go this way and come back down. Then October is 2000. So from October I go till October 2000. Go there and come back down. Same way, November is 2500. So from November I go till 2500. Go left hand side and then come back down. December 1500 again. So from December I go till 1500, go left hand side and come back down. So this is my bar graph. It is very easy, isn't it? Okay, now how to plot a double bar graph. So let's see that also. Now here, you are given children who prefer walking and cycling. Do you prefer walking and cycling? I hope you like both. Now in school A, school B and school C, they have found out how many children who prefers walking and cycling. So in school A, 40 children prefers walking and 45 children prefers cycling. In school B, 55 children prefers walking and 25 children prefers cycling. School C, very less. 15 children prefers walking and only 35 children prefers cycling. So we have to plot about two informations about walking and cycling on the same graph. When these two informations are given, we plot a double bar graph. Is it clear? Now, here in this graph, something is missing. I hope you will find out what is missing. Find it out what is missing. At the end of this explanation, I will tell you what is missing. Now, or in between also, I can tell you what is missing. But you should know what is missing. Now, you know that values we always plot on y-axis and the name of the schools on the x-axis, right? Now here once again you will leave two squares and write school A. Then again after that, here you have written school A. Then again you will leave two squares and write school B after plotting the information. Then again you will leave two squares, that is 1 and 2, and you will write school C. That means after plotting this information, you will write school C. So, one square you leave, then two squares for school A, one square you leave and two squares for school B, one square you leave and two squares for school C. This is the way you will plot. Is it clear? Now, what all is missing? Did you find out what was missing? Yes. Here, X is missing. And here the scale is missing. Scale has not been written. See, if it is not written, there will be deduction in your marks. That means your marks will be cut. It should be written. So, there is a printing mistake here. So, here you have to write X. Here you have to write the scale. Now, let's see what scale we are taking. Scale we are taking 1 on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 5 children because one small square is equal to 5. That means 1 centimeter is equal to 5 children. So I plot accordingly 5, then 5 plus 5, 10, then 10 plus 5, 15. So tables of 5 you write down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Why? Because our maximum value is 55. So one more value you take and that will be 60. Is it clear? Now we start. School A. School A, first we will plot for walking. So see where my cursor goes. 40 students. So I go till 40, go left inside and come back down. That is for walking. Then cycling also 45. So I go from here and then come back down. So this line is common. So to differentiate it, one I have colored it with blue and another one I have drawn lines. So this is the way you differentiate 40 and 45. Similarly, school B, walking 55 children prefers. So you go and plot a bar and come back down and this becomes 55. Then 25. So you go till 25 and draw a square. Similarly for school C, you plot, you go walking is 15. So you go till 15. Left inside, go back and come down. And then till 35. And you can I told you, you can, one you color it, one you can leave it empty or you can draw lines. It is up to you. But don't forget to write the scale and the x-axis. Also here the origin. Now one more thing children. Now you know how to plot a graph, isn't it? This is a double bar graph. Again, see that you buy only this type of graph paper. Once again, I repeat, buy a graph paper where 1 centimeter is equal to 25 small squares, or you can count the squares in the horizontal side, that is 5 small squares. Is it clear? Understood? Now homework, which you will do it by yourself. This is your homework. Draw an appropriate graph to represent the following information. Now the scale on y-axis, you will take 1 centimeter is equal to 5%, because here the information is given to you in the form of percentage. So when you draw a graph, you will draw on y-axis, you will take 1 centimeter is equal to 5%, and the name of the teams on x-axis, that is South Africa. That means you leave one square and take 2 squares for South Africa. Leave 1 square, take 2 squares for Australia. Leave 1 square and take 2 squares for Sri Lanka. Leave 1 square and 2 squares for New Zealand, England, Pakistan, West Indies and India. Then plot both 175 and 78. So try to do this question by yourself. Is it clear? So this is your homework, and this is end of part 2. In the next part, we will be learning how to represent the information in the form of frequency distribution table and histogram. So till then, stay home, stay safe.